Hello lawn mowing people. Today I'm going to talk about when you need to clean your mower on the job and the best way to go about it, or the way that works for me. So if you're mowing a lawn and the grass is wet, you can really start running into problems, and especially if you're mulching, the entire underneath of the body can jam up with grass, and it can clog up and it can make a real mess. And you know you've really gummed your mower up when you try and start it and it won't start because there's so much grass underneath the mower packed into the shell that you can't even pull your starter, you can't even turn your blade. So the best thing to do is just have a nice simple system to clean your mower. Now what I basically do is, if I want to clean a mower, I'll fold the handles, and I'll lift the mower up, and I'll clean underneath it like that. Now I figured that everybody cleaned their mowers like this, but when I had workers I noticed that sometimes they were getting it wrong. And as I used to say to them, you need to point your spark plug towards the sky, because unless you're running a two-stroke mower, you have an oil reservoir, and that can cause problems if you tilt the mower on its side. Because if you flip it on one side, you can get a whole lot of oil run into your engine, and it can just gum everything up, and you'll know you've done that when you flip it back over and you start the mower and there's just a cloud of white smoke. Basically that's just the engine burning off all that excess oil. And then if you flip it the other way, and that's where your air filter is, then what can happen is all the oil can run into your air filter. And if your air filter is full of oil, you're not going to be able to start the mower. You can get by if you pull the air filter out and finish the job without an air filter, but the thing is that you really want to avoid that in the first place by just lifting your mower up. And of course, so you got to remember, if you're gonna do anything underneath the mower, to disconnect the spark plug first. Don't go playing with the blade while your spark plug's still plugged in. Now, if you flip the mower on its side for a little while, it's not going to do a huge amount of damage, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. What I like to do is, if I'm doing a whole lot of mulching work and my mower is gumming up, I clean it when I put a bit in my van, and it makes it really easy to clean because I don't have to get down. But if you're on the job, then you just flip it up, clean underneath. And another thing is that if you're catching and your mower's clogging up, then it's a good idea just to keep your chute clean. And as I've said in other videos, just pull your catcher off occasionally and bang it on the ground a couple of times, and make sure all the grass is going to the back of your catcher, because that's going to make your life a lot easier. If you keep your chute clean, your mower will run clean all day. So basically that's what I do. Trying to keep my mower clean on a rainy day. It's a horrible job, but you've got to do it. And meanwhile, just go out there, mow lawns, have fun, and happy lawn mowing, people.